Hello, and welcome back to the next episode of our Hearts of Iron playthrough with Lipton.
Hello. Good day.
Good day. All right, I'm just going to
Good day.
unpause right away so we get the time going a little bit. Last time our troops returned from the Spanish Civil War victoriously.
That was good.
Yeah, we got some good experience for our generals and for our armies. Got some very elite units out of it. I got some armor technology here. And I'm gonna go for liquidization next. So that gives me a 300% research bonus for synthetic resources and one refinery. The Soviets accept the German-Soviet treaty. Our negotiations with the Soviet Union have been successful. An agreement has been reached where our nations will aid each other in the development of new armored units with a possible extension to other research areas in the future.
Nice.
Yeah, so this actually was very much better for the Soviet Union than it was for Germany, because
Yeah.
the Soviet Union developed the T-34, which was a fantastic tank. And even in 1941, when Germany was invading the Soviet Union, everybody always thinks the Panzers were like the big thing of the war, and the German Panzers were unstoppable, but that was totally not true. The Panzer IIIs, Panzer IIs that Germany invaded Poland, the Soviet Union with, were inferior to the T-34 in the sense they couldn't penetrate the front sloped 70 mm armor.
Yeah.
But the Germans had a huge advantage to offset this disadvantage by having much better trained and skilled officers in modern warfare, especially mobile warfare, and they just outmaneuvered these tanks a lot and just shot it in the back.
hmm
And that way they were able to quite efficiently counter this strength of the Soviets.
Ah.
Yeah, so I think people just don't realize that Germany was actually like in Panzers were actually not that great.
Yeah, but I think in warfare you see that the way you use equipment and material is like crucial. You see that also in the war going on in Ukraine and Russia, and it's like I think like quality of the equipment obviously is very important, but maybe having like massive amount of equipment is important, but also the way you use it. Because I think initially in the invasion of Russia, the T-34 was already there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Germany just developed the Panzer IV a little later, and even then that gun was not great. The first tanks that had really good armament was the Tiger and Panthers,
Yeah,
which came quite late and weren't produced in very high numbers anyway.
yeah. The Panther was actually the most produced German tank in World War II.
No, the Panzer IV was, I think.
I think it was Panther even. It's like it was a very much produced weapon, but very late in the war. Very, very late.
Okay, so I got some bonuses here for my light tanks. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna wait and use it for either the 1940 medium or the 1940 heavy. So I'm gonna save up those bonuses, and I'm actually not sure what to kind of research at this point. I need paratroopers for sure. Um, I mean, you like to get trains. I mean, I have to go down this route anyway to get the Dora because Germany built these Eisenbahn guns.
hmm
Quite Gustav and I think Dora was the name, right? Gustav and Dora. But they were very ridiculous weapons because you needed two parallel rows of railway so they can be moved. So you had to lay all the railway for this thing to move, like parallel railway. It was so stupid, but they used it very effectively in Sevastopol, actually, on Crimea.
Yeah, that's very true.
They
Yeah.
shelled that fortress, which was a huge fortress of the Soviet Union. So yeah, I mean, I could go. I'm gonna go down that route anyway. It's too early to do the next batch of Economic research. I could go for some airplane research as well. I don't know. I think... What the hell? I'm just gonna go for the Dora. There we go. I'm gonna go down and get armored trains. And, yeah.
So actually today,
Yeah.
so not at the time of the recording, but on the day of the recording, I'm sorry, there was a patch released, and I think a lot of bug fixes, and it was the anniversary patch, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Was one detail that I found very interesting that you and I spoke about in our last game when we played a private game is you can now refit, apparently, if I read it right in the patch notes, you can now refit captured ships.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was called, they added a few what they called mini features, and that was one of them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, which I found very interesting because in my last game with you, I captured a big French fleet,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously they were all stuck and I couldn't do anything with them. But yeah, apparently now you can refit them.
Okay, so I actually got an empty dockyard now. Woohoo!
Nice.
Oh my god, look at that. The Graf Zeppelin is already going to be finished in 1939? What? Okay, so what I actually should do is I'm gonna start building submarines, because Germany did build a lot of submarines. So we have a bunch of Type 2s in service now. We're gonna click this upgrade modules to get the new engine. And we're gonna call this the Type VII Klasse, which was a very, very famous German submarine. Actually, this is the Type 7A class. I think that's how they were written. These were the famous feared U-boats. Oh, wait, no, I don't have any dockyards empty because the Gneisenau now has to be repaired while it was training. It has 1.8 months worth of damage. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
Hey, wow, this is a new menu I've got here.
Where? Let me see.
In the right bottom. So I did
Right bottom.
Yeah, so Sweden accepted my offer. I did buy something from them, and Sweden accepted my offer, and this is little news flash in the right bottom. It's already gone now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you, for example, if you would buy something from me, maybe... Wait, nah, never mind. Is there anything you need at the moment?
I'll tell you in a sec. Hold on, I'm just training some more troops. You mean logistics? Support equipment, light tanks, trucks. If some artillery would be nice, but it's not too terrible. No.
Okay, let me put like wait, let me put some artillery in.
Some trucks would be nice, actually.
Oh wait, yeah, let me put. I've got 10 trucks on the market here for you, and they're your trucks, so you can buy them back. And then once you should buy it from me, you should see this pop-up.
Oh, and there you put them in for cheap too. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, and you said, oh, it's not in the center of your screen anymore.
Yeah.
That is neat. Okay, I like that. Okay, yeah, that is a nice feature.
Yeah, they said they would do like these kind of things more often.
Sweet. Actually, I got some empty civilian factories. I'm not really sure. I think I'm just gonna build maybe another civilian factory, but I'm pretty good. I think I should start building military factories as well here quite a bit. I think I don't really know. Maybe some more synthetic, maybe another synthetic refinery, but that's gonna be, yeah. Okay, I got another 100%. Okay, let's prioritize all the stuff that Helmar Schacht gives me a bonus for, because I'm gonna lose him in a couple of. Right-click to dismiss this message. Okay, we're no longer getting the effect from Yugoslavian aircraft purchase. Interesting. Okay. So I'm producing anti-tank, which I currently have no template for, but that is not terrible. I'm just gonna build up a little bit of a stockpile of this. But yeah, so the problem is my aircraft carrier is going to be finished in 1939, so in a year, and I'm not going to have any airplanes to put on it. So actually, Germany did have aircraft planes. So I'm going to select this one. I'm going to make this Messerschmitt. And I'm going to design give some light machine guns. Give it an engine upgrade. And I think that's it. It's going to be a very cheap, very basic I don't know. I'm just gonna give this a regular picture. AR-97, a very basic aircraft design for basic carrier airframe. And we're just gonna add one factory of this. And then we're gonna design another basic carrier aircraft, and we're gonna give it naval bomber. Weapons, also engine 2. And we're going to give this the Dornier Naval Aircraft Designer Military Industrial Complex. And on that, we're going to just add a light NG turret.
Nice.
Yeah.
I already like this new menu.
That is at the bottom left.
Yeah.
It's a nice addition, huh? Not having those big pop-ups in your face.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, let's give this a little bit of a different image so we can actually tell them apart so we don't ruin our production line by maybe misclicking it. There we go. And now we're gonna take just infantry equipment I'm doing quite well, so I'm gonna remove 2 factories of that and just add 2 factories into. See, I'm only building 9 a year, 10 a year, so it's gonna be quite good because the aircraft carrier has a 40 plane spaces. So yeah, I'm gonna have enough planes by the time the aircraft carrier is finished. Yeah,
nice.
but just producing like a very small amount. But yeah, I'm gonna have tons of infantry equipment here. I'm doing very well on it so far. Rheinmetall, we're gonna upgrade reliability for 5% for all my artillery and anti-tank, which is very, very useful.
Very nice, very nice.
Very nice indeed. Oh wait, we're gonna actually add.
So, manpower in the field is actually deployed, right? And not that is currently training.
It says both. So when you point to your manpower, it'll say manpower in the field is what you have, and the training is below it.
Oh wait.
When you point to
because
manpower.
I need 250,000.
What? But in the field?
Yeah.
You don't have 150,000 in the field?
Yeah, for Mussolini.
Really?
Yeah, amount of soldiers in the field is the yeah. So I think it's in the field is actually deployed.
I have 1.03 million.
Yeah, so I'm currently at 680. Yeah, it is actually deployed. So my units are training, and that is very nice. So that's about 10,000 each. So the fee size, yeah, okay, that should be enough.
So what I actually just did here is I have the same army guarding 2 borders, one to Luxembourg and one to Belgium. So I just created 2 different lines, and then when I selected my army here, I just pressed the S key to select half.
Oh yeah.
And then assigned that army with control left click to that other line. So I have half of the army assigned to the Belgian border and half of the army assigned to the Luxembourg border. That's pretty much what I just clicked there. Okay, the Turkish deliver an investment portfolio. So they want some investments in their infrastructure. I think Germany had pretty good relationships with Turkey. So let's do that. Let's give them some investment. So they actually have some options. 40% chance they get some infrastructure and airbase. And I get, it's gonna cost me 10% consumer goods factory and construction speed 10% for 60 days. But I don't really get anything out of it, right? Okay. Doesn't seem like I get anything out of it at this point. I'm just sort of investing. Does that make them like me more or anything like that? No, it doesn't seem to affect my state with them. Okay, it's already August. Oh man, I'm gonna be a little late on my Sudetenland focus. That's okay. I'm gonna do that right now. Creates world tension and Sudetenland claimed by the German Reich, and we get the Munich Conference. Okay,
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
I'll attend the Munich conference since I'm obviously like Italian. I'm charismatic. People look up to the Duce. I will lead the Munich conference, and I will negotiate a very good deal for you so you can get the Sudetenland.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
Okay, I'm gonna actually stop importing oil from the Soviet Union because I seem to be doing quite well on it. My stock is gonna fill up in a few days. I don't really have very high fuel capacity, so it might be worth maybe building some. But I think by just capturing territory, I gain some as well. So I don't actually know if I can actually see if...
Fuel silos are cheap. That's what you were talking about, right?
Yeah, and I do... Yeah, I will get them eventually by just capturing. All-wheel requires the following. All-wheel drive. Oh, so I have to do this one first. And I'm going to upgrade my Opel Blitz to get a little bit more breakthrough. Okay, that's good because then I have them assigned to my Panzer divisions. Yeah, but actually only 3 factories in Opel in trucks is not enough for me either. I'm gonna need a lot more trucks, I think. Yeah, but I don't really have the rubber, do I? Oh, actually one of my synthetic refineries must have finished. Oh, yes it did. Oh no, because I did the focus. Right, that's why my rubber production is now again up to par. No deficit there.
Ooh, are you exporting any rubber yet?
3.
Yeah, it's not enough to cover my costs, but I import from you anyway.
Thanks. Are you, have you increased your infrastructure in your areas where you're extracting the chromium? Oh, it's only 5 chromium you're extracting there. Okay.
So I'm trying to work on getting oil as fast as possible.
In Libya?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it down here in Benghazi, right? I think there's like a decision for it or something.
Correct.
Okay, improved infantry equipment. So I'm actually going to start researching the MP38, which is weapons 2. I think the Germans had that in around 1940, so I should start researching that now. And now I can... Sorry?
So we kind of like spoke about it before, but also to kind of nerf ourselves. So Italy obviously wasn't the best in organization and equipment, and that's why I'll obviously research weapons too, but I will only produce a small amount of weapons too. So my infantry will mainly fight with basic infantry equipment and weapons 1, or more weapons 1 and basic infantry equipment, also to challenge myself. And then during the course of the war, I will probably increase the production gradually of weapons 2.
Okay.
And
Sounds like a good plan.
is kind of the same thing. But in the positive side of it is that I will have more weapons available, though. I will not have a shortage because of that.
Mm. Yeah, why not? I mean, if you have lots of weapons available, it's always better than having no weapons, and you don't always need the best weapons.
That's correct. But I do notice that having like weapons 2 and weapons 1 is quite a difference.
So the question is, did Germany, yeah, it does make a difference, yeah. Did Germany have a lot of AA built in northern Germany at the start of the war? I'm not actually sure that happened. That wasn't what the deal was that. Because I know in Hamburg they still have those huge buildings that they
The
built.
flak tower.
The flak towers, yeah, gigantic concrete buildings that had like flags at the top of it, shooting down all the bombers from the British.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess we can talk about it. So you and I met for the first time in Hamburg, and we actually saw the flag tower being reconstructed.
Yeah, being renovated. Yeah, exactly.
Renovated.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was also the moment I dropped my phone. You remember that?
Yeah, at the gate to St. Pauli. Yeah, I do remember.
In the gate to St. Pauli, and I was such a smart ass to try and make a picture of the
Put
St.
your
Pauli
hand through the
gate.
gate, yeah, like everybody, and then dropped your phone in there, which was very, very funny.
Yeah.
I was
Really,
definitely laughing at you for quite a while.
Oh my god, it was just a brand new iPhone 11 Pro, which I was very happy and
I'm
very
so proud
of.
of it too. You're like, oh, look at my new phone. Bam.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
were so embarrassed. You tried to clean it and it was scratched. And
Oh.
you were like, oh my God, I hate it. That was
Yeah.
terrible. That was terrible. Okay.
Hamburg definitely good place to go. So Simon and I are not only good people to explain games to you, but if you want travel advice, you could also ask questions in the comments where a good place to visit, and Hamburg definitely one of them.
Yeah, Hamburg's a nice city, definitely. Lots of stuff to
Yeah.
do, lots of good food. I gotta think about what. I don't really know much about the army organization, but Gerd von Rundstedt is definitely something that you'd know. He was like a very important general and field marshal. Kurt Student, airborne assault. I don't really know. I mean, army logistics seems like a good idea. I don't really know what to get here to be like historical in a sense.
Hmm.
I mean, airborne assault, definitely German had a lot of Fallschirmjäger, paratrooper type units. I could just get that. It doesn't really help me anything anytime soon though. I'll just save up my political power for now. The Fourth International! Okay. The communists are meeting up. Stalin has responded to the growing support for Trotskyism abroad by ordering additional assassinations and increasing propaganda against his old rival Trotsky. Okay.
Ooh.
With the purges of suspected Trotskyists in the high ranks of the Soviet military and leadership in recent memory, this is unlikely to be met with any resistance. Change for communism support 5%. Okay, that's terrible for me because that's, oh my God, yeah. And now my ruling party's only 56% popular. Oh, that's actually something I could, that's actually also historical. Institute press censorship, that's definitely something the fascists did. I'm gonna do that, and it's just gonna reduce my all the other political support and increase my fascism support for 1 year. That sounds very good. I'm gonna do that. Bam. Because they definitely had press censorship with Goebbels at the helm, or the propaganda ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can actually see Hungary renounces the Treaty of Trianon. Okay. They escaped the yoke of Versailles. Yeah, that's what we're doing as well. Versailles was terrible for Germany. Alright, our collaboration government is finished, and we're gonna do a third collaboration government. eventually in France. Oh, I actually got some spies, enemy spies in Germany already.
Oh,
Interestingly.
nice.
Okay, ominous. Who is spying on me? Okay, so we're gonna check the collaborations. So we got 30% in Czechoslovakia and 30% in Poland. That's great. Because I'm gonna actually take over Slovakian territory here in a few days once the focus completes. And my volunteers are also still in Italy.
Yeah, so I did pacify Ethiopia. Nothing changed.
Oh.
So I don't know how that works.
I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. Oh, look at that. We could also go to medium chassis 4. I'm not really sure if that's very. But don't I get Panzer IVs automatically now? Oh, look at that. I do get. Oh, it has a weird name though. But it did create variants of the Panzer IV, which is quite a lot of soft attack, very low reliability though, with 60%. Oh, weird. Oh, it has. That's new. Display dynamic. That's new. Oh, you could. They add this automatically now. Oh my god, that is so cool. So I'm gonna rename this Panzer IV. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna build some Panzer IVs.
What did they do? Sorry.
Do you want to look at my screen? I'll show you in a sec.
It's you have to put it in your stream though.
Oh, I did it. Ah, I'm not streaming. But
Yeah.
you can look at it yourself. You can just click on your Panzer and redesign, and then you have a new little check mark next to the name at the top.
Oh yeah. So what does that do? When check this variant will display.
Dynamic name numbering, but
And what does that mean?
it doesn't seem to work for some tanks. How do I yeah, it's weird. It doesn't. It worked for the Panzer IV, so when I have that checked, it automatically puts like a version number after the tank. But
Oh, Cedes 1. Yeah. Oh, that's when you upgrade it or something?
yeah, exactly.
So that must work for planes too. Yeah, that works for planes too.
Oh yeah, the Americans are spying. I captured an American operative, Carol Sprague, or called Wolf. Thank you. That gives me some free intel on America. So the Panzer III is actually also not a great design, 7.4 kilometers an hour, but it's 64% reliability is awful. But it has a nice hard attack bonus, so it's not a super terrible tank against other tanks. I'm not really sure who built it though. But, I'm just gonna use medium tank MAN. Okay, so I gotta produce all these tanks. Okay, and then I'm just gonna fill up my... just continue building a little bit of military factories. Okay, so these units are all gonna go to this army. And then I'm gonna... Can I train more, actually? Ah, yes, I'm doing very well on equipment, so I'm gonna add another 6 units to the queue. And add them to this army down here, so we get our quite a large amount of troops on this Polish border already, while the Polish have very few troops. They have just one division. Danzig is even empty right now. Oh, is it troops may not enter. Oh, it's demilitarized. Okay, so that's why they can't put troops there. Okay. But they do have some gaps in the line. Here
Nice. So I did manage my mission to strengthen the army.
oh, okay.
It gave me a lot of army experience and some stability and some other bonuses. So the Duchy is happy. So I have 5 successful missions out of 5. So
Ah, that's pretty cool that you have these missions.
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's not too hard, but it is cool. It is cool. It's like the big boss giving out orders what to do.
Unrestricted submarine warfare. That came a little bit later in the war. But I'm still gonna do that because it gives me some submarine attack, surface detection. Okay, I haven't even built any subs yet. I think that I have quite only very few factories in it. Oh, what happened to my... Why am I all of a sudden needing so much chromium? You're not exporting a lot, right? How much you're exporting 4?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'll import from you though.
Oh, I went up from 3 to 4 with your rubber. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I built another one of those very useful little things called a refinery.
Oh my god, France is building up a lot of troops on my border.
Yeah, same here, yeah. I'm actually gonna start building out my airfields close to all my borders, because airfields are gonna be key. Okay, so Sudetenland is actually finished in a few minutes. I'm gonna speed it up here a second, just to get that done. You don't have much going on, I'm guessing?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, the Munich Conference. Talks have been held in Munich between the leaders of Germany, Britain, France, and Italy to discuss the future of Czechoslovakia. Both the British and French have accepted our claims on the Sudetenland as legitimate, and their previous offers to support the Czechs have been rescinded. Recognizing the hopelessness of the situation, the Czechs have surrendered the Sudeten territory to us. Their oppressed German inhabitants will at long last be brought into the Vaterland. Sudetenland is now a core state of the German Reich, becomes owner and controller of Sudetenland, and it becomes core. I get 5% stability and 10% war support. Poland gets an event, okay. And Bulgaria also approaches the German Reich.
Yeah, look at that. It's a core.
And I get 75 political power. Wow. Okay. Nice. Thank you. The Munich Agreement. Germany demands for the Sudeten territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority. I'm actually a descendant of this minority. At the summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, and France and Italy sought to find diplomatic solution of the Sudeten crisis. Okay, we know this. Mr. Chamberlain spoke to the crowds in London for the second time. A prime minister has returned from Germany, bringing peace with honor. I believe it is a peace for our time. Peace for now, at least. Yeah.
Ooh.
The appeasement. Okay, now I just gotta keep going down this line, I guess.
Yeah.
That is the very historic way to go. Okay. And I have a lot of political power now, and I lost Helmar Schacht because he leaves your cabinet when you annex Czechoslovakia, which is... Oh, that's why I didn't even have to do the... I get core on it. There was no point doing the collaboration government, actually.
Yeah, but I think the collaboration will kick in when you take everything.
Ah, right. Which I'm not going to do because historically Germany did like a puppet thing. But we'll see once what.
I think they took Bohemia definitely, but they puppeted Slovakia. That's what I think what happened.
Yeah, but not Eastern Slovakia. They took everything. They took Moravia and they took Bohemia.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now actually I got a nice choice. So I can get Goebbels, but I don't really need him. I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of. I think because I'm just building up my dockyards and military factories and fuel silos. I'm gonna get Walter Funk for now. and just build up my infrastructure. I could also consider getting the elusive gentleman for another spy. Wilhelm Canaris. I'm gonna go for the industry bonus for now while I'm building up a little bit. I can always switch later as I will have a lot of political power, even though my MIFO builds are very expensive already. Okay, I can upgrade my Mauser. I'm gonna go with the production efficiency gain because I'm gonna research new weapons soon. Okay, finished my train. Can I go Dora already? Oh wow, yeah, let's go Dora. Or wait, let's do some of these construction research actually, or machine tools. Don't really think I need much. I do need more rubber. I'm gonna go with more rubber research because how am I doing for rubber right now? Oh, I actually got one surplus, so I can increase a production line of airplanes. Definitely want to get more air support. Actually, I'm gonna add some more to this as well. Oh, I switched it fast enough and I didn't lose any. That's awesome. I didn't lose any efficiency. Okay, perfect. I was sneakily quick. Okay, so I'm producing BR class trains. I don't really need the old class 18 trains anymore, so I can just delete that production line. Perfect. Okay. Well, excellent. That was a lot of very important things happened in this. Yeah, we've almost played for 4 months. And we're nearing the winter of 1938, the last winter of peace.
Yes. Yes. You think in 39 there's going to be a thing called Second World War?
No, actually, it isn't the Second World War yet. It's the German-Polish War.
The German-Polish War. Why do you think the German-Polish War is going to happen? Do you have any like eyes on something?
Well, we want Prussia back, right?
Right.
Like this was all given away, this territory, by the Treaty of Versailles. So we're motivated to get that back, and I'm pretty sure the Poles will not give it up willingly. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But we'll find out, I guess, right? Oh,
I guess you're gonna do you're gonna be like Gdansk war, I guess.
yeah.
So if they just give up Gdansk, there's no problem.
Yeah, Danzig or war. Yeah. Oh, that means I actually have to do another focus before that. I gotta research the Eastern claims, so I gotta watch out that I'm doing, and I gotta do the Ribbentrop Pact as
Exactly. I
well.
was going to say, aren't you gonna like negotiate with the Russians
I
about?
I need to negotiate with the Russians. Yeah, so that's actually something what I'm gonna need to plan a little bit to make this historically all possible. I notice it's gonna be, otherwise it's gonna be a little tight.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to do the math on that before the next episode. But at this point, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.
I think it was good.
I think it was great too.
Yeah, I think we're getting better.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time. Bye.